Hey guys, what's up? My name is Rishabh and I do a lot of video tutorials on YouTube, and actually I have only done video tutorials and I've never done a vlog. So after the release of iPhone 5, I thought I should do a vlog on why would you want to buy the iPhone. There are several reasons why you would want to buy an iPhone. I personally prefer using an Android phone and I have my own reasons for that. But iPhone does quite a lot of things which Android or Microsoft Phone 7 cannot do, and here are a few of those, and I'm going to talk about them. First and foremost, it's because it's Apple. Because Apple has a really good reputation for making good quality devices, and their after-sale services are really phenomenal. Apart from that, if you have been using an Apple computer, you already use an Apple computer, then you would prefer buying an iPhone over an Android because it just synchronizes with your computer perfectly well. You don't need to have third-party apps to sync your phone to the computer. Secondly, it's because of the iOS. iOS is one of the best mobile OSs out there, and in competition with Android and Windows Phone 7 and Phone 8. And basically all of the OSs kind of do the same thing, but here are a few things which the iOS is better at. First of all, security. iOS has built-in security, which means it does not allow your apps to access things like Bluetooth or Wi-Fi on its own, turn them on, turn them off, and there is a lot of security built into the OS, so it kind of restricts you from doing things, it kind of restricts the applications from doing things, but it's good for a lay person if you just want a phone which is going to, call, text, and you're going to check your email and you want it to be secure, so you would just not have to go through the hassle of having an antivirus on your phone or something. So you would prefer an iPhone. Secondly, so that was iOS, and I would like to talk a few more things about iOS. Let me check my pointers over here. I guess I have my pointers there. So yeah, the second point is regular updates. With iPhone, you are sure that you're going to get the next update which Apple is going to come out with. Whereas with Android phones, you have to really wait. Google comes out with point updates and you have to really wait for your manufacturer to port out those updates to your phone. So it's actually not uniform. There are a few phones of the same category, of the same price tag, having different operating systems running at the same time, and some have to wait for getting updates. So that is why iOS scores over Android in those particular sections. Secondly, I would like to talk about iOS was done, I guess it's quality of the apps. So the quality of apps with iOS is really very universal again, because if you look at this from the point of a developer, from a developer's point of view, now if I am a developer and if I am writing an app for the iPhone, I know what I'm writing the app for. There's only one device out there, it has only one screen resolution, it has the same processor. Basically everyone who's using an iPhone 4S today has the very same hardware. So that is quite uniform, and I know what I'm writing my applications for, and they're going to be running the same way on all the phones out there. But with Android, it's quite scattered, like there are different phones having different screen resolutions, different aspect ratios, different processors. So when you write an app, you kind of segment it towards a particular handset. So there are applications which don't run on all the handsets. So whatever number of apps there are on the Google Play Store, you're not sure if all of those apps are going to run on your phone. But with iPhone, it's pretty uniform. There's one phone and all apps work with your phone. So that is for basically your quality of apps and being universal. The third point would be the build quality, your hardware build quality. Apple actually puts a lot of, and they have a reputation of building really great hardware right since their Macintosh days, and you basically get what you pay for. The quality of components used in the phone are premium. They're all like, you don't have a piece of plastic in your hand, it's aluminum with Gorilla Glass, and it just looks beautiful, it feels beautiful in your hand. And moreover, because Apple is the same company making the hardware and the OS, the handshake between the both of them, the operating system and the hardware, is just seamless, because they know the operating system is being written for the hardware, and the hardware is basically tailored for the operating system. So that kind of handshake is very difficult to see in any other Android device, or for that matter even Windows Phone device. So that was for the build quality. The next one would be the UI. The user interface with the iPhone is really snappy. There's literally no lag whatsoever while you are swiping through the phone, while you're playing games, or you're just browsing the web, you're zooming in, zooming out. It just feels very right. It feels like you're just swiping through pages on a book or something. And that is partly because the OS was basically written for being used with touch. There was no keyboard. Like Apple never planned to have a keyboard with the iPhone. Whereas Android was, the operating system is made for phones which have a physical keyboard, and or in conjunction with a touchscreen, or maybe a phone which is completely touchscreen. So the touch and the user interface rendering is actually not given as high priority as it's given in the iPhone. Basically, with the iPhone, when you touch, when the phone registers your touch, it basically halts all the processes in the background and puts all the power into rendering your user interface, and which is why it looks so snappier. But for that matter, even Windows Phone 7 and Windows Phone 8 are equally as good. And but then with Windows Phone, you don't have even half of the apps which you have for the iPhone. So there's where iPhone really wins over Android or Microsoft Phone 7. And then the last point would be the accessories. There are like many companies making hardware accessories for the iPhone. Like you have like really creative accessories which I don't think there's any Android or Windows Phone out there which has as many accessories as the iPhone has. There are like from bumpers to health instruments. Like you have this accessory which you can just plug into your phone and you can check your blood pressure. You have like a lot of stuff like the iRig. iRig is basically it's a software, it's an app on your phone. You can just plug in your guitar to your phone, and it has all different amplifiers and different kind of processing units. So you don't need a rig of pedals with your electric guitar. You can just plug it into your phone and then give an output to the audio console or something, or to your computer for recording. And you know, these kind of things Apple is really, the iPhone is really good at doing, because there are many companies. It's a very viable platform for people to develop or to make hardware accessories for, and which is why it scores over there. So if you're an accessory person, you totally want to buy the iPhone, because it's the only phone out there which has so many accessories. So that's about it. Those were my 6 reasons for buying the iPhone 5 if I had to buy a new smartphone today. And just to go through this briefly, the first one, because it's Apple, because of the brand name, and because of really good after sales service. Secondly, because of the iOS, which is really secure and has regular updates. Thirdly, because of the quality of apps. And here is something that I missed out on. Apple has a check over the kind of apps which get onto the App Store, and you really have to be an Apple developer to submit your apps. You have to pay like $99 of membership fee a year. So only the serious developers will build apps for the iOS. So which means like there's a quality check, a better quality check for the kind of apps which go onto the the App Store. And so that is one reason. Then fourth one being the build quality. The hardware is really premium, and the hardware software, like basically the hardware and the iOS are tailored for each other, so there's a really good handshake over there. Fifth reason would be because of the UI. The user interface is snappy, it's more fun, and it doesn't lag. And the sixth one was because of accessories. There are a lot of accessories for the iPhone, and which is why you would want to buy one. So if you have any other reasons for buying the iPhone, you should definitely leave them down in the comment section. And if you like this video, and if it has helped you in making your decision for which phone to buy, you should definitely subscribe to my channel by clicking on the button right here on the top, or by clicking here. And yeah, I will be doing a lot more videos, so do come back for more. Bye bye, see ya.